Welcome back to another episode of the Player Crimo here on FC24. It's time to start season number 4 here with our player, and we are making a move. We are going from one side of London to North London here, from Chelsea all the way in the Championship back to the Premier League. Now with Chelsea, obviously, but back to the Premier League in a better position with football here with Arsenal. Arsenal, I believe, are in the Europa League, same competition as Chelsea. So really, it doesn't make sense if you think in terms of going to join Arsenal for competition reasons or for European reasons, because we're both in the Europa League. Arsenal finished 5th in the season. Chelsea obviously won. Oh, Chelsea won the Carabao Cup. That's Conference League. That's not Europa League no more. That's Conference League. I've been saying that all wrong. So Chelsea are in the Conference League. So yeah, we are making a better position jump then for Europa League football as well. Then I totally forgot that Conference League is now a thing, and that's what you get for winning the Carabao Cup. It used to be obviously Europa League before the Conference League was a thing. So now it's that. So yeah, we are joining Arsenal here, the Dream Club. My club that I support in real life is Arsenal. So here we go. We are moving over to North London to be with Arsenal and hopefully win the Premier League title with that man, Mikel Arteta. Now, obviously, I had to go back in time to be able to switch club to the right club because I had to have the vote, and I did the World Cup episode before the vote came out. So we are still technically in the World Cup. Obviously, I actually don't remember where we got knocked out because I filmed that sometime last week. So we are just going to try and quickly breeze through this. So this does not matter. It will add to my official stat line, but I already know what's added to my official stat line. In fact, we ended last season. Actually, we only got the 3rd goal last episode. We only scored, well, I don't know if we might have scored more than one. In fact, we played 4 games. We got knocked out to Spain in the quarterfinals, in which we lost. I scored in that game. I only scored 2 goals in the World Cup, so it wasn't that great of a World Cup for me personally. I did have 2 goals and 2 assists though, so it's not bad. We have 29 skill points banked. I don't even know if we are going to be able to get that at all in the rest of the time here, but we have 29 skill points banked up, ready to go. When used, we can use them whenever we want, and honestly, I kind of want to wait till I get all 12 or all 29 to see if we can have a big spending spree. And before we get into any friendlies, let's go ahead and meet the team here at Arsenal. So we still have Aaron Ramsdale at net. David Raya did not make the cut on the loan back. Let's see, at left back we have Miranda, Juan Morata, 26-year-old from Spain. We also have Truffert, who's also on the bench. We have Virgil van Dijk, who is expiring in 11 months. He's 35 years old, 87, so he's on the older side. We have Upamecano, who is also 86 years old. Those are our 2 center backs. We also have Hutchinson and Monlois. We don't have very good backup options at center back, which is kind of scary. We have Hakimi as our right back. So our defense on the starting 11 side is very decent. Our backup side is not the best, especially with Norton Covey being a backup for Hakimi. We have Declan Rice at that CDM role, so he has still stayed at Arsenal. We have Savio on the left-hand side, welcome from Girona. We have Sambi Lakanga, Lewis Kelly. This man can never leave. There is no way he is still 19 years old at season 4. That's actually kind of insane. We have Martin Odegaard, who's still at Cam. We have Brahim Diaz, who has been rumored to join us in real life as well. We also have Kai Havertz and Fabio Vieira. Very, very interesting 4 Cam spots here. Kai Havertz could play on the left, he could play on the right, he could play a striker. We have Brahim, who's probably not playing at anywhere, and then we also have Martin Odegaard, who is hopefully the main man and hopefully be feeding me some goals. We have Ethan Roy, obviously it's an imported game face, well, it's a generated game face with the mods. We have Smith Rowe, who's still at the club. That is half surprising. We have Berardi as a right winger, but we still have Bukayo Saka, and hopefully they extend his contract because they're expiring in 12 months as well. We have Leon Trossard, who's still at the club somehow. We have Paulo Dybala, who's at the club. We have Diego Jota, who's at the club. We have Ben Seguir, who's at the club. And then we also have me at the club as well, who is hopefully going to be the main striker. I am the best overall striker, but as far as best overall center forward, it is Jota and Dybala. But they are both getting on the older sides. And in fact, Jota might be leaving to Juventus. That's probably why Arsenal wanted me. With Dybala looking to get old and looking to get worse, that's a perfect time for me to come in, step up, and be what Florian Balogun can never be, the American striker for Arsenal. we are going to go ahead and jump in here and play the preseason friendlies here just to try and get my status up to the starting 11 positions. In all honesty, if I score or an assist, I'm not even going to count this on my actual stat sheet that I have, which I guess I should show y'all, but I haven't shown y'all. Which is not really up there. I gotta update that yet. So we're not gonna count this towards the actual score sheet here. So this won't count towards skill bonuses. This is just me trying to get better and trying to get into that starting 11. Everybody knows is for my TikToks and the Euros going on. But here we go. We make our debut here at Arsenal. And let me change that down. And here we go. Our first debut, our first touch was on the ball. We're number 14. We're the Thierry Henry of the Arsenal Football Club. Let's see what the boys can do. And we might be on the defending attack already. Upamecano hit that away. Brain taken down, and Virgil should be able to clear it. Hopefully Virgil has at least a good couple of seasons. That's a great ball into Forbes. Bukayo Saka is there as well. Bukayo, make that run. I'm a turn. Oh. Miranda, Rice into Forbes. Can we get something with the last 5 minutes of the game? It's going to be a distant shot. It's over the bar. And that is game over. We quite literally had 0 to no involvement. We had a couple touches on the ball. We had that one shot towards the end there. But it's still a 1-0 win for the Arsenal boys here. It's a good first couple of touches. Good time to put the shirt on for the club. And we'll move on to the second preseason game. And one of the inventions I randomly did last season has returned, and we made money. We made over 300K on this investment, so we'll happily take that. That will add 1.1 million to our bank or funds, which means absolutely nothing. It just means we could gamble it away more even here because we don't need it. In our second game here, we are taking on Roma. We are getting a little bit more game time than last time out. Taking off Nketiah once again. Let's get into it. And I've been muted. Oh my lord, of course I've been muted. Wow, okay. Well, I mean, you haven't missed anything anyway. Dish that last chance side curled around the post. Into Forbes. Forbes now. Forbes now. Nobody wanted to close him down, so he just took a pop at it. But yeah, we came on in around the 50th minute or so. More game time for last game, so we'll take that. Saka, Saka, Sambi, Saka, Sambi, Declan, Miranda. That's a great shot. It's a great save by Momardishvili. It's out for a corner here. Martin Odegaard, Miranda, Bukayo, Miranda, Martin, Forbes, touch, shot, goal, the first goal for Arsenal. It comes here in the second preseason game away at Roma. We'll happily take that as our first goal for the club. It's the first unofficial goal. It's technically not even the first official goal. That won't come to the Premier League season or even anywhere else if we don't score in the Premier League, obviously. Just perfect time to run there, nearly offside. And we'll take the lead. Forbes into Martin. And Martin Odegaard now back to Forbes. Forbes. Can he get loose from the defender? No, but Declan Rice will have it now. Savio into Forbes on his left foot, and Forbes will have a brace here to seal the win in the Asian Elite Cup. Welcome to Arsenal. And that will be game over. We get a brace on our first, I would say, real game time minutes in the series here for Arsenal. We'll take that brace, and that might even push us up into the starting 11 in all honesty. That genuinely, because we're not far off it, especially with the training jails, we're not far off it. And if we are in that starting 11, we'll just quick send that last preseason game because I don't really care. And we are in the starting 11. We have made it into starting 11. So that's also a man of the match as well. If I were tracking that, that'd be a man of the match. And that'd actually be the third goal as well because we already have 1 out of the 3 there. So, yeah, we're looking half decent there. And we have played 2 preseason games, if that. I wouldn't even count them as 2 preseason games. I'd count them as short sprints there. And we already have recommendations. We have Tottenham, which I will never, ever join, ever. Even if there's only choice, I would just end the series. And then we have Brentford. So not the greatest options. Definitely a step down and a massive step down as well. Now, one thing I do want to focus on is making sure I can renew my contract with Arsenal, because I have a feeling Arsenal, unless I go to Barcelona, PSG, or Barcelona, Real Madrid, I won't even go to PSG in all honesty, or Bayern Munich. Those are the only 3 clubs that I would sensationally move to, maybe or Inter, or AC Milan, or Juventus, something like that in Serie A. Those would be the only clubs I would be willing to move. If I don't get those options, it's Arsenal until the end of the series, in all honesty. So I want to make sure I can have this contract be able to renew every single season. We're at 230K, which means we have to have the successful key dribbles of 55, which is fine. Start in nearly 50% of the starting 11 games, which is, it's fine, but it's also, actually, no, it's fine because I can start, yeah. As long as I'm not injured, that's fine. Outside the box gold is 15, and then obviously Player of the Month in League Cup is also Arsenal. It is optional, not Arsenal. It's optional. Those are all doable, in all honesty. Those are really doable. So as long as we do training and we perform half decent in these games, we'll always be in the starting 11 unless we get injured. And I think I just seen Virgil van Dijk. I'm sorry for the mic tap there, but I think I just seen Virgil van Dijk already down to 86 overall, which has me not even slightly concerned, majorly concerned. Is he down to 86? He is down to 86. This is not good. We desperately need that board to bring in a center back and all. Whew. And we do actually have more things that we can shop up on now that we have 3 million. And I guess they do get unlocked the further on in the career you go. We got to go all the way to the end though. In which we have purchased a luxurious yacht, which is for 2.5 million. We could purchase a mansion for 5 million. And then we can also purchase a private jet for 17 million. So maybe those investments will come in handy after all, as we purchase a yacht and get 800 heartbeat points. Obviously those go towards the personality thing, which is obviously all this stuff here, which we need to reach tier 7. We're at tier 6 to be able to get to another personality slot there and have all 7 maxed out there. Did we make any more signings is a real question. Ooh, Alphonso Davies joining Arsenal. Okay then. So Alphonso Davies joins Arsenal. Maybe not the signing we desperately needed, because we have Miranda, who's a decent left back, it looks like it. But well, I'll happily take Alphonso Davies down that left-hand side. And we did actually bring in a center back here. Lenny Yordo joins the squad. So Arsenal, the gods listened to me and they actually brought somebody in. That's actually insane. Did they bring in the right back? They did not bring the right back. So maybe they spent all their transfer. But I'm assuming Alphonso Davies had to be relatively pricey there. Yeah, I'm assuming he had to be relatively pricey there to be able to be bought in like that. So welcome to the club, Arsenal. And our first game is against one of our former clubs that we also got promoted back to. We played their first season back in the Premier League, the second season of the save. It's against Leeds United. So we'll be taking on one of the former clubs here in our first game at the Emirates, our first home game of the season. This is a moment where you make your mark, make your known. We're obviously going to get this cutscene. We don't care about that. We've said that so long. And oh my God, why are you yelling at me? Alphonso Davies starts as a left back. Maybe we need another center mid. Maybe the board, hopefully the board could get a center mid to replace 80 overall Sambi Lakanga. I'm surprised Smith Rowe is starting instead of Savio, to be completely honest. But let's get to it here. Our first game of Arsenal football. And here we go. Our first game of the season for real now. And it's against one of our former clubs. I'm happy that they're still in the Premier League, to be completely honest. But now they've turned former teammates to now enemies. Smith Rowe down the left-hand side. Forbes cut in, cross. Forbes, first time finish, saved. Lukonga, Saka, saved again. Odegaard into Forbes. He choke pokes the ball away into me. And now Forbes splitting defenders. And Forbes, Andrew, with the most weird animation ever to get the save off.
Well, this is a big moment, and don't these fans know it inside that stadium, and two very good teams.
How's your acceleration and sprint speed, Forbes? There it is. Use it now. Forbes cut in. Can he find someone? It's Declan Rice. It's saved by Andrew. Andrew is just saving everything.
They've decided to make a change.
This is not the debut you want to have. It's not that great of a debut. It's honestly not been terrible. Declan Rice into Forbes now. Forbes now fouled off the ball, I'd say. He'll win the ball back though. And why did that not go to Declan Rice? I literally tapped X to go to Declan Rice right there. What was that? Second game of the season, and we have West Ham at the London Stadium. Let's get to it. Forbes turning, looking to find Bukayo Saka, who's making that run. He'll win the ball back, and then I'll find him again. And now Forbes back to Saka. First time cross in for Smith Rowe. A little bit too much on it, but it still actually perfectly worked out for him. And then Forbes with the header just off target. Still can't find a first Premier League goal. It was a beautiful cross. It wasn't a bad header. It was just off target. Just had to go more to the right.
It's just a case of being more clinical now.
Declan, Sambi, Forbes out wide to Bukayo, and Bukayo now. Don't know what Bukayo's doing. He's losing the ball, and then he's winning the ball back. Then he's losing it. Then he's winning it. Now Lukonga into Forbes, and Forbes down the byline. Forbes cut back for Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe into Odegaard, and Odegaard will find them back at net. And Arsenal have their first goal of the league campaign here. I got the pass to assist, and Odegaard will run to Mikel Arteta to celebrate there. But their first goal of the season belongs to Odegaard. I was in the build-up. We'll take that. And that is halftime. 1-0 up at the break here. Odegaard with the goal, but other than that, it's been very quiet for attacking sides. It's been concentrated in the middle of the park for the most part for both sides. Switching up field over to Bukayo, or to Davies. Davies into Odegaard. Odegaard into Forbes. Where's Bukayo? I don't know. He was out there, wasn't he? Yeah. I gotta start looking at the map. I'm so used to the map being on the bottom, but with this camera angle, it doesn't work out like that, which is unfortunate. Hakimi, Lukonga, Saka into Forbes. Forbes in towards Hakimi. Hakimi, Forbes. Back to Sambi! And Lukonga will make it 2-0, and Forbes will get his first assist here with Arsenal, and that is assist number 3 for the skill point upgrade. So we'll get another skill point. We are now up to 30, is it? Yep, we're up to 30 skill points.
Well, let's look at this again.
Odegaard, Smith Rowe into Forbes. I want my first goal. I kind of wanted it at home last game, but we'll take it now if we have to. Can he get the shot off? He does get the shot off. He will find the back of the net. 3-0 for Arsenal. And in the 68th minute, we have our first real goal for Arsenal here. And the clean sheet might be gone because of that. It is a 3-1 scoreline now. We'll still pick up all 3 points, but Aaron Ramsdale clean sheet is now done and over, which is unfortunate, but we will take the win. That's all that really matters at the end of the day. Will I remember us giving away that clean sheet? No, I won't. I'll just remember us winning that game, if I even remember that. But game over. 3-1 win. Our first win of the season comes in the second game of the season. Pick up all 3 points. That's beautiful. It's exactly what you need. 10.0 match rating conversion rate of 50. I could only assume with the goal and assist and a 10.0 match rating, I have man of the match. I could be wrong, but I don't see who would get it else than me, to be completely honest. First game of the season, and it goes to Smith Rowe. We'll give it to Smith Rowe. When somebody else is on a 10.0 just like me or on the same rating as me, they will always favor the user, aka me, aka the person playing as a player. So I'll give that man of the match to Smith Rowe. So no man of the match for us, even though technically yes. Don't tell me, do we have another club already? No, we don't. Okay. Final game of the episode, we will take on Fulham back at home, back at the Emirates. It's an unchanged starting 11 for the third game in a row. The only change is Odegaard and Lakanga switching spots, which is slightly concerning because Odegaard should be the one going up more. So hopefully it is still Odegaard, not Lakanga. Smith Rowe, Lakanga, nearly. Davies, Upamecano into Forbes. Forbes taken out. Referee, I'll take that foul. Never mind. Take that play on. Now over the top for Bukayo Saka. Did he stay on side? I believe he did. That's a beautiful ball. Now Odegaard. Odegaard back to Forbes. Forbes! Straight at the goalkeeper and out for a corner. That was beautiful football there, though, by Arsenal. I'm not going to do my little thing and run out short. Try and get the ball outside the box. I'm going to try and win a header here if we can. Nope, it's going to go far for Upamecano. Straight to Nick Pope. Declan into Forbes. Forbes into Odegaard now. Odegaard now on back to Forbes. And Forbes crossed in. No. Blocked by Basie. Forbes will get the ball back though. And he's going to go all the way back to Upamecano. Now Lakanga. Now Declan. Out wide to Davies. Davies crossed in. Into Forbes, maybe no. I just didn't want that ball apparently. Declan Rice, Odegaard, Lakanga, Forbes now. Forbes, near post, or far post, is saved. It's out for a corner. Back post again for Upamecano. He won't even try for that one. Saka to put it back in. It's Smith Rowe. It's Smith Rowe. Oh, why did he not shoot? But he'll find me and I'll find the back of the net. Okay, that's fine then. I was hoping Smith Rowe shot that, but it'll work out anyway. And in the 37th minute, we have the lead. And I believe that might have been in the 6-yard box. That might have been inside that 6-yard box, inside that goalie box there. See, right here, I was going to pass it and it says shoot, and then he didn't shoot. And it's just outside that, so it'll be in the 18. But guess what? That is goal number 3. So that's another skill point for us to have. Forbes into Saka. Saka now. Bukayo back to Forbes. Forbes will turn onto his left. And Forbes, he's going to take it himself. He had options, but no better option than himself. We take the lead back. Have some of that. It's 2-1 for Arsenal here. And we're on a brace now. We're one goal away from that hat trick. Forbes now. Forbes. Hat trick to end the game. It's 3-1. The first hat trick in Arsenal colors. We will happily take that. A hat trick for Forbes. Vamos. And there you go. We're definitely going to get man of the match now. 60% conversion rate. I will take man of the match for that game. Because, I mean, we just deserve that. That's a hat trick as well. Vamos. Hakimi might be leaving Real Madrid, or might be leaving Arsenal, which is a very downside thing if that does happen. But what did happen on the right-hand side is Gonzalo Inacio, 25-year-old center back. So we not only bring in Lenny Yordo, we also bring in a very experienced and a very good center back option that could be in the starting 11 for Virgil van Dijk when he starts to become deteriorating like he already is for 70 million. I'm hoping this Hakimi thing ain't true. So therefore, I think if I do this, it won't happen, right? If I do that, cheaty this system, right? Let's go and go into the squad hub. Did he stay at the club? There is Inacio. Inacio's at the club. That is beautiful to see. He will definitely replace Virgil. And then did Hakimi stay? He did stay at the club. That's perfect. We might be winning Player of the Month in our first month of Premier League football with Arsenal. We'll find out next episode, but for now, that's going to be the end of it. When we come back, we have a game against Chelsea, our former club. We also have the beginnings of the Europa League, and then possibly West Ham in the Carabao Cup as well. Our Europa League group stage, by the way, is very easy. So yeah, we'll see about that. For now, leave a like, subscribe, and we'll be back on Monday, actually, because... yeah, we'll be back on Monday. Peace out.